What's going on, everybody? Welcome on into We Stomped You Out, a New York Football Giants podcast. As quickly as we went to one side of the fence last week after that victory against the Eagles, is as quickly as we go down this crazy path here, Timmy, of what happened on Sunday, and we'll get to that. But let's remove the football for just a moment. How's it going? How's it? You get the Notre Dame. I'm also upset with college. It's not been a good sports life for me.
After Sunday, I'm really hoping these aliens come Wednesday and just say we're done. We're done. I'm rooting for the aliens now because this is I can't deal with what I dealt with on Sunday. It's like I don't know how the Giants keep finding a way to set new record. I mean, if you look at every bad first time ever in the history of football, the Giants are somehow involved in that, and I'm ready to kill myself. I really am.
It's we'll get into it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there was a lot of good until it became bad and then ugly. But and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Jaxson Dart effect. We'll talk about this little beef going back and forth between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, and then we'll preview next week's game. And I guess we'll have to talk about this disaster right after this.
We stomp you out!
And there it comes.
There's a snap. There's the kick. It is up. It is touchdown! No, yes.
It's Pete. Airs it out down the field. Manning lobs it. It's alone. Touchdown, New York. Four-man rush. Elon caught in traffic on the sideline. That catch by Manningham.
All right. So let's get right into it because we got a show coming up at 9-ish to talk about the entirety of the world of sports. But I still cannot believe that this was the final score of this game. Broncos 33, Giants 32, 19-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And you're thinking, damn, we got this. I was already all right with 3 and 4. Let's see, the Commanders are going to lose. This is all getting bunched up here. And then madness happened. Timmy, I turn it over to you, sir.
I don't even know where to start.
As I calmly share the show out.
You want to? I guess we can start with the good, right? And the good was
good. There was a lot of good.
Was the first 3 quarters were pretty good. Jaxson Dart was good. The defense was good. But I said it in the chat too, in our chat. I noticed how tired.
Oh yeah,
the defense was getting, and it was getting they were getting very quickly tired. Did I think they'd give up fucking 33 points tired? No.
Yeah, Derby.
It just looked like they were getting really tired really fast. Still no reason to switch defenses the way they did. Again, I mean, when you notice something's not working, you go back to the original plan, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand about these football coaches. Why are they doing these things? Dart made one. I mean, it was a really bad mistake at a really bad time, but otherwise, he played good. I'm actually surprised because that defense was in our backfield a lot. I mean, they were there. That's a hell of a good defense they have in Denver,
and they were really complimentary of Jaxson Dart. That whole Broncos defense, the whole team, coach wise and everything, very complimentary of him. They asked some of the guys about their impression, and they said much better than what we thought.
Exactly. But I mean, I said I'm gonna keep it short, like I said, because I don't want to get too crazy. The bad, obviously, is the defense just completely collapsed. I think it was exhaustion. When Brian Burns got hurt, and I'm holding up the hurt like this with the quotations mark, he looked like he was ready to go to bed. He looked like he was ready to pass. And then when you look at the rest of them, they were exhausted. That's not good. You're a professional
Denver Air.
Yeah, that could have been it. Again, not making excuses, but that could have been it because they looked like they were ready to pass out. No excuse. Again, no excuse. Deontay Banks came in the game, former first-round pick. I couldn't believe he lost the starting job to Dakota Flott. Now I know why. Because he was absolutely, as soon as he came in, they went right after him. And it was the right thing to do.
Yep.
He couldn't cover nobody. So that was a very bad point. And there's one major ugly, and that is the goddamn kicker. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I don't want to know how to pronounce his name.
He's already gone. We don't need to give it whatever your name is.
And I was screaming here that the fact that he's number 99 pissed me off. Why are you number 99? You're a fucking kicker. Be a single-digit number or be nothing. Actually, every kicker should be 0. Every kicker should be 0.
A fraction.
Yeah, or double 0. Double 0 every kicker. There's no goddamn questioning about it. That's what it should be. 99. You know Aaron Judge, you asshole. Stupid. What the fuck his name is. McClenty, McDoodle, whatever the fuck his name was. I hate this man. I hate him, and I hate Graham Gano. Graham Gano's coming back. Luke, I don't want him back.
Yeah,
I don't want him back.
Give Koo a chance.
Yeah, might as well.
Koo a chance. Yeah, there could be a song.
I don't want Gano back. I don't want him always healthy. No, he's not. He's never healthy. The guy can't run into the field without hurting himself. Stop.
And he sucks.
Yeah, and he sucks.
Every kicker that comes up, we should get one of those guys that does the kicker challenge for Pat McAfee. That'd be better off than what the fuck we got now.
I'll put Gronk out there.
Go for
Gronk
2.
was kicking field goals for Super Bowl for the halftime. I'll put Gronk out there. Who
cares?
Yeah. Because when you see that's what it doesn't bother. That's what pride doesn't bother me that we lost.
Look at this. I was about ready to celebrate because I was the only one who picked the Giants. That's another thing too.
But we shouldn't be losing games on the count of a kicker. And I don't mean like one kick. The guy missed one hard kick and we lost. Oh, that's all right. 2 extra points, and then we had to go for 2 on another one, which we didn't get. Mm-hmm. That's 3 because of the kicker, and that cost us the goddamn game. Look at the score.
Yep,
that's it. Are you kidding me? And everyone's calling for again, fire Shane Bowen. No, it's not his fault. I mean, it's his fault for switching defenses once again. But
holy shit, Frank Terzio,
you're alive.
Good God, we've been search parties out there. Where the hell have you been, man? We're not worse than the Jets. Don't try that this year, buddy.
No.
We'll talk about that on Unsportsmanlike.
We're just more creative in losing than you guys are. You guys just suck completely. You can't win at all. We are, we're very. We like to do things the extravagant way when we lose.
Yes. Yes.
But but the fact that this game was lost because of 2 extra points and we missed another one it's sickening. But I don't blame Shane Bowen.
What do you think about also the time management down at the end? Broncos already taking the lead. You got that pass interference or the roughing the passer call that wound up being a 37-yard, right? The play between the penalty and whatnot. And you're down there at the 1. Don't do that, Terzio, because it's not the right year to do that. But okay, so the Giants had 2 timeouts, the Broncos had none. You're at the 1. Maybe even take a knee there.
Something.
I know you're down, but how many times are we going to lose on a last-second kick? How many times? I would have rather they take the knee there, run it down to like 20, 25 seconds or something like that. And then you got 3 chances at the end zone from the 2 with a timeout. So, I didn't bet the Giants. I teased them to plus 13, so they definitely covered. But I'm like, and that was my only parlay win of the weekend.
Only thing I was happy about was I hit my Giants parlay.
Yeah, you had a nice one. That's good.
That was the only thing I was happy about. And I was skeptical, thinking Dart he going to throw for whatever it was, 260, whatever it was. And when I realized I hit it, I was like, okay, well, at least that's a
283 he wound up with.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, wow, I finally hit my first one of the year, and it was with the Giants. I never bet the Giants. I don't want to jinx that whole thing. But I mean, what else is I said? I do think the air. I think the defense was just that they were done. They were destroyed. They were all tired. I said Burns too. Burns went down with it. He hurt his ankle. But I said, when you watch that replay, the dude was completely out of breath. He couldn't.
Yeah.
He could barely stand. The defense looked like they were just dead on their feet. So, and I am going to say this. I don't care. I don't care who says what about it. We got some shit calls.
Mhm.
We got some really bad. Oh, I should say non-calls. I should say. They had an obvious block in the back on that one touchdown when Bo Nix ran it in. It was beyond obvious.
They pointed that out, didn't they?
Yeah.
On the broadcast. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was beyond obvious.
Yeah.
And there was a couple other ones that were very, 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 very messy. But again, what are you going to do? We can't. Nothing's ever going to be done about the referees after the game, after the fact.
Mm-mm.
So
No. So there were just multiple opportunities to obviously to not lose this fucking game, and I thought that the last straw was the time management there at the end. You sent that video of Burns, screaming out, dropping 8 in coverage, and whether he's being a team player today, which is fine, or he's just clarifying his remarks. He said it was the right coverage, but he doesn't understand how they could have allowed that to happen.
yeah,
So,
Brian Burns was screaming in the
either
tunnel.
way, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Screaming in the tunnel. Yeah.
So we'll see what goes on here. But so now, so instead of winning the last 3 games, because all 3 of them winnable, obviously we beat the Eagles, lose to the Saints, and then lose this game. Those are two winnable games. At Dallas game, I hate to keep on going back to this, but it leads me to my question: Is this bad signs? Like there's some meatheads up in New York that are saying, "Oh, this is a bad sign," and fire Dayball, and what about Dart and all that stuff. I think of it more as just the learning curve. You got so many rookies on this team, and a coach is not lending that helping hand. But I've heard already people, the same old Giants are going to ruin Jaxson Dart. I think that a lot of the league and a lot of even these guys on these shows are already pointing out he looks legit. It's a handful of games, but he's poised out there. He's cool, calm, collected. He's cocky. You got that right mix of everything, the swag and everything. But these guys are they're out of control. The radio bums.
Oh, up here especially, it's out of control. But actually, I didn't hear too many bad things about that. I mean, they're pretty much sold on the city Dart Scatterboo. They're pretty much, and I mean, I was pissed on Sunday, but I kind of got over it in a way, saying, yeah, we blew the lead, yeah, we blew that game, but we did held that team to 19-0 for the 3 quarters at least. Mm-hmm. So I do think between that, the Eagle game, the Charger game, and the Saints, we should have won all. We're heading in the right direction, which is all we wanted at the beginning of the year.
That's right. We said we were going to be the best 2-9 team or whatever.
Yeah, the pendulum swings the other way in a couple of these games. Like you said, we're 4-1, 4-2, 5, whatever the hell it is. But that's just not where we are right now.
Yeah. And then then you think of all the what ifs, the momentum of winning these games, because then you're at 4-3. Forget about the Cowboys game because that was nuts. But now you're at 4-3, heading to go play the 5-2 Eagles in Philadelphia. The crowd, of course, they're gonna be throwing batteries and bombs and stuff on the field. Bums, stupid Philly fans, bums. All right, so I think we've got that.
You don't like the Phillies?
Hey, speaking of the Phillies,
do you like the Phillies, Terzio?
This should be a weekly segment, just a cheers to the Phillies getting bounced from the playoffs.
He's trying to rattle me, but he can't rattle me.
It's not the year for it at all.
I can't be rattled. I didn't think they were going to win.
Well, I mean, I don't. Terzio, that's a unless you're mellow, you realize that Francisco Lindor is a very good baseball player.
No, Volpe's better. I mean, come on, really? Who actually really thinks that?
All right. So the other little bit of news that came out of the game afterwards was the little back and forth between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. Say what you want about Russell Wilson, but Sean Payton, there was no reason. There was really no reason to insinuate that you would have rather have played Russell Wilson in that scenario. But on the other hand, I think Russell Wilson, maybe that brings him out of the weird, like this robotic, politically correct all the time guy, because his response was pretty funny.
Yeah,
with the bounty.
The bounty hunting. Still bounty hunting after all these years,
Yeah, 15 years. 15 years later. And now Peyton is saying, no, I didn't mean anything by that. I didn't mean anything by that. They hate each other.
Hey, they spent a year together. It was horrible. That's what happens.
It wasn't working out.
That's what happens when you're forced the quarterback. A quarterback you don't want. That's just what happens.
Well, and then what was the first thing? Even though it's not the right look for a team, and whatever that stuff with Russell Wilson when he had his own office or whatever and suite, whatever the case might have been. I mean, Sean Payton called him out in the first. Not by name, but he said it's going to change and things are not going to be like they were. And he was talking about Russell Wilson then, so they didn't like each other.
No,
from back then.
But good for Russell.
All right, yeah, good, yeah, nice work, QB2. Yeah. So all right, so really quick trade deadline now. Week to week, these things are going to change the minds of the fans. Should we go after somebody or the general manager, the front office? I think that they'd still be looking for a wide receiver that they can control for a couple of years, and I guess they were disappointed to hear that Jalen Waddle's not on the market, not yet, but they're about to blow that shit up. I can't wait for Ant's take on this. That Dolphin stuff is a disaster. But I would take you take Waddle, that's a good receiving core next year.
Yeah, I mean, look, any one of these guys that they're talking about, Waddle, Olave, Rashid.
There was some reports that Olave would not allow a trade to the Giants. Does he have a no trade clause?
Oh, I don't know. Does he have that kind of stature?
What has he done? I mean, he has every year that he's going to do a lot of stuff, but then he winds up with a lot of 6 for 55s.
I don't know. Who knows?
No, but that's kind of what what they've been looking at is a wide receiver, not just to replace for this year, but to have a little bit of control. The next couple of years.
That's what makes sense. You get a guy who you have, who's under contract for at least 2 more years, and that builds. You're not doing it for this year. You are doing it for next year.
Yeah.
So don't go out and get a guy who's going to be a free agent next year. That doesn't make any sense. Get a guy you're going to have 2-3 years with, and then him and whoever that is across from Neighbors next year is pretty nice.
Yes, exactly. And then when you got Wan'Dale Robinson breaking out, coming out of his own. Any day now, Hyatt, maybe get Hyatt out there. Maybe show something that you get to include him in a package.
Hey, that's another one. He beat those guys.
Yeah,
and Dart just overthrew him, but he beat them. He was quick.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you're right. Those, he got more involved the week before, but it was only 5 targets.
Yeah.
Get that man a deep shot, and connect with him, and especially at home.
The thing with Dart, this is why everyone's still sold on Dart, because he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but when he does, they're big. Like that interception was terrible. I understand the guy had his foot, he tripped, and the ball came out wrong, but he never even should have tried to throw that ball.
Yeah,
he should have tucked
it. He was blinded a little bit. The one over the middle you're talking about? Yeah, he got blinded also.
So
big dude in front of him.
They never should have been done. So like I said, he has that rookie thing where he's not making mistakes, but when he does, they're like magnified. Especially because that's the fourth quarter where all hell broke loose. Mm-hmm. The defense couldn't stop him doing anything.
Right, so and it became this comedy errors and panic mode. Holy shit, we're gonna fucking lose this game, and yes, we did. I know at one point my wife peeked in. I kind of nudged to the screen. Giants were up 19-0, and she was like, "Wow!" So impressed. Later on, cursing, screaming, walked out. I just texted her, "We lost." She's like, "What?"
When they went down and
I'm
scored,
not surprised now.
and Dart scored, I was like, yeah. Then
Yes.
I'm like, too much time on the clock.
Hey, but yes,
much time on the
exactly.
clock.
Exactly. I was good when Bo Nix scored. I was like, we got time. And, we don't have this bullshit play calling, because of trepidation about the quarterback or whatever. And he got us there. And we should have taken one knee, and then 3 opportunities. If you don't get in at the 1-2 yard line, 3 opportunities, then you deserve to have choked the game. But at least get the clock down. All right, we got a 1 o'clock game. Ex-wife wins the Super Bowl. I don't get the ex-wife joke there. You're rusty, Frank. You're rusty, Terzio. Her wife winning the Super Bowl. Whose wife? All right. Anyway, Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock. I'm not feeling real confident in this game, Tim. We're heading 2. We already beat these guys, coming off this bullshit game, and now there's 7.5-point underdogs going into that Sunday game. I know that you have said that you're not going to pick them anymore. I'm not picking them this week. Although, damn, that, and I'll tell you before the next show, I was very upset that I didn't have the balls to go with the Colts. Really wanted to go with the Colts, but I didn't have the nuts to do it, and lost that one. What score you got? What score you got this game?
31-17.
Damn. All right,
I think they're going to be pissed. They're on their home fields. We're still going to be a little deflated. So, yeah, I think it's not going to be pretty.
I think it's going to be close. I think Dart gives us this different type of outlook, and he's going to have them ready. 31-21 says Terzio, whatever. I got 24-21, and we might lose on a last-second field goal. But it is. We are the best ever at that, especially the last 5 years. It's just terrible. Well, the good thing is here is AJ Brown is pissed, even though he had a good game, scored 2 touchdowns. He's still tweeting stuff out. Barkley's not been himself. The offensive line is not there. We'll see. Maybe we catch lightning in a bottle 2 times out of 3 weeks.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
And just the pendulum, that's the football gods just giving it to us. Ups and downs, way up and way down. All right.
I just hope whoever sold their soul to Satan for the 2 Patriots wins. I hope it's over soon. I hope you guys are going to be bad for 10 years. Oh, okay, we'll take that from the 2 Super Bowls.
We need the fine print on that. We need the fine print. See exactly how much more torment we got here.
Was it Coughlin? Was it Mara? I got to find out who did it and how long they sacrificed. So you're gonna have the worst 15 years of your lives. Okay, we'll take it for 2 Super Bowls.
Meanwhile, the Patriots get all these 6, and now they got a top 3 MVP candidate already.
Yep,
over there, that quarterback
behind another certain guy named Daniel Jones.
Bitch. It's amazing. Candidate. Like 4 of the top 5 MVP candidates: Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, and Drake May.
It's crazy.
All right. We got another show coming up here in just a couple minutes. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I'll probably have to hit the head, get another drink, and then we'll get that show going. But we'll keep you updated on what's going on in the world of Giants. Timmy, you got anything here on the way out?
I hate the kicker. I hate him. I think we should abolish kicking and figure out another way. I think it should be 2-point conversion all the time.
Just do it. It's more fun that way too.
I can't take this kicking shit anymore. We're worse
on both sides.
We're worse than the Vikings now. The Vikings used to have the worst kicking luck. We're way worse than that.
Remember that playoff game? Oh my God, they wanted to kill him. What was his name? Blair?
No, wasn't it Gary Anderson?
Gary Anderson.
Oh, it was also Gary Anderson. It was a lot of them. They had the worst luck ever.
Yeah,
but we've taken that over now.
Just bring on Koo. Just do it. Let's do it. That's my parting words. Bring on Koo. Let him kick. Hey, maybe he turns himself into the next Giants hero.
Well, I'll just say this:
Never.
if you want to watch, if you want to see something happen for the first time in the history of the NFL, that's bad. Watch the Giants every week. Every week we're setting some kind of never happened before. Well, that's never happened before. That's the first time in history. Every single week, and the Giants are always on the bad end of it.
Teams have won 2,000 straight games when this happens until now. There's a 1 in there with the Giants. All right. We'll catch you in a few minutes. If you guys want to keep up on the world of sports, we're going to be talking week 7, heading into week 8. NBA just started. The World Series is starting this Friday. A lot to talk about in a crisp 80, 90 minutes. Less. And out there, 60. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Later.